Welcome to CBuzz, the award-winning podcast presented by the Columbus Chamber of Commerce and proudly recognized as Columbus's very first business-focused podcast. We're thrilled to bring you this show in partnership with Capital University. My name is Michaela Hunt, your host and brand journalist for CBuzz, and we dive into the compelling stories of leaders who are shaping Central Ohio's business community. Today, we're inside the Convergent Media Center at Capital University, which, if you were here with us, you would see is such a dynamic space where students and faculty collaborate on music, film, creative writing, digital media projects, and so much more. We love sharing these stories with you from this studio and what really and truly is an innovative hub. Today's guests are going to be fun, and we're going to learn a lot. It's a husband and wife team, which I always love, who turned a bold leap of faith into one of Columbus's fastest growing food brands. Shanika Sheppard is the co-founder and CEO of Marlow's Cheesesteaks and the Water Ice Shop, which you will learn all about today if you don't know. She leads business strategy, operations, and growth. And before entrepreneurship, she built a successful corporate career with companies like Macy's, Five Below, and Ascena Retail Group, overseeing multi-million-dollar business portfolios and large cross-functional teams. She brings more than 20 years of leadership experience into her role as an entrepreneur and is also a graduate of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program. And then joining her is Jomar Sheppard, co-founder and president of Marlow's Cheesesteaks. Jomar brings more than 15 years of leadership experience from the construction industry, where he managed large crews and multi-million-dollar industrial projects. Today, he oversees daily operations, team leadership, and brand execution across their growing locations. And together, this Philadelphia native duo launched Marlow's Cheesesteaks in 2021 as a food trailer with one goal: to bring authentic Philly flavor to Central Ohio. Now, just a few years later, they've grown into multiple locations across Columbus and built a brand known not only for great food, but for community, connection, and culture, which is things we all love here on CBuzz. Shanika and Jomar, welcome to the show. So glad you're here.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to have you here. Are you straight from work is my question. Like, Was it work to here?
It was. Had a catering order.
And by the way, that was the best introduction that I've heard.
It was. That was very good.
And that was about 40 or 50 in. So
I mean,
that was good.
That's great. Thank the Columbus Chamber of Commerce, who helps with all the prep for this podcast.
I was wondering who you were talking about.
I was going to say, you were like, is this me? I sound good. I sound really good. You guys, I will admit I am one of the folks who've not yet had one of your cheesesteaks, and I am sad to say it. So I'm going to make it happen, because I'm in Hilliard, that's where we live. So I need to get over to Bud Dairy. And then you're also in Gahanna, right? And in North Market.
And OSU Stadium.
Okay, I need to look for it when I'm in there next. First of all, you have very different backgrounds than where you are right now with this company. And so I want to talk a little bit first about what inspired you to start Marlow's and what made you confident that bringing a Philadelphia-style cheesecake here would really resonate. So I don't know who wants to take that first, but that's my first question about really what inspired you to do it.
I'm going to have to go, for us to go forward, we have to go back. So my mother has been an entrepreneur since 2021 in Philadelphia. Worked for herself, and built her brand into one of the largest retail companies in Philadelphia as far as merchandising.
What does she do?
Oddly,
what kind of work?
So have you ever been to a supermarket and you ask them, well, do you work here? And they're kind of stocking and doing planograms and schematics. That's what she does. That's what she does. So she, like Fortune 500 companies, Kellogg's, Johnson & Johnson, they can't send reps to go out there and move all the new products, so they would hire her as a third party
to go do it.
And she had hundreds of people working for her. So a lot of my friends in the neighborhood were getting paid great money that I knew I would turn them on so they wouldn't be in the streets. So
that's part of what inspired you to do this.
Correct. Because I'd always had an entrepreneurial spirit. She was more white collar,
corporate
all the way. So who had the idea to do it?
So we both did, but it was I was the one executing it at the time. She was helping out. We started out with the water ice at a blast from the past, Eastland Mall.
Oh, that is a blast from the past.
when it was closing, when the water was dripping.
I remember
Macy's
that.
was closed and everything. We had a small water ice cart there, and we would serve the Italian ice. I would give out samples, and we would sell it. And she sometimes on the weekends, because she was still working at Catherine's, she would go in front of the Walmart in Easton and have to set up the cart and sell it on the weekends too. And that's how we kind of got started.
So for people who don't know, I'm going to come back to how he got you to buy in. But for people who don't know, water ice, it sounds like Italian ice. What does it taste like? What is the texture?
So it's smooth and creamy. So it's kind of similar to like sorbet, but water ice has no dairy in it. So it's different from shaved ice because it's blended. So you never taste ice. So it's like packed with tons of flavor, and it's great for warm weather. You'll be able to find us throughout the summer too.
Yeah.
So
delicious. So how did he get you to come in on this?
So
we always love
I
it.
planted the seed when
You
she
must
was
have.
already,
And
I love an origin story.
And I'm a hustler like him too. So there was an opportunity, at Walmart, they would let you come set up. And I was like, oh, it'll be a lot of traffic, get the product out there. We also did festivals. So I like being around people. I like talking to people, very social. And we signed up for a number of festivals. And I was like, we need a bigger ticket. And then I just, we both noticed that there's like a big appreciation for food, and Columbus is a test market, and water ice is big in Philly. So we're like, well, let's keep the Philly theme going.
Because we don't know what it is here,
and
right?
I was like, let's
but
do
we got to
cheesesteaks.
backtrack though, because you kind of skipped a little
What
bit.
did I skip?
So we went to Tuttle Mall with the
Oh,
water ice
Tuttle.
after that. And
Yes.
we had a great location. We did tremendous. And then they built something, and we were only seasonal when they moved us to the back where the elevator doesn't work. It put up a big construction thing that blocked us. So that kind of killed us. And our biggest break up to that point was, and it was an unfortunate incident, but the George Floyd, when he was killed,
Yes.
they had a showing at Easton Mall, Just Mercy, just during that time they were showing different movies. And we were out there with the Italian ice, and we got an opportunity to go into Easton. So you never know what blessings come to you, because the Easton location was across at the phone booth behind Bria where the splash pad was.
Yeah, I know exactly where it's
So
at.
all the kids would come, and what I didn't know at the time was it was building our brand and people's confidence that we were authentically Philly, all our food. So then we decided to do a trailer. So when we said we were doing cheesesteaks, they were like, the water ice is so good.
We're going to try the cheesesteaks.
We know that the cheesesteaks got to be great.
Yes.
So she booked our very first cheesesteak event. She booked two places on Juneteenth. It was one at Mamie Moore Park, and then another one down the road at some other location. So we weren't expecting this. When we opened up, it was a line all the way down, probably a good 100 people, no lie. Sold out. We told them we got to go to another event. They left and beat us to the event. It was another line of 75 people before we got there.
Yeah.
So you really tested our market through carts and events before you went into more brick and mortar.
Correct.
And you had no clue how
all
it
of
was
this
going to turn
happened
out.
in like 2 years, though.
That was a 2-year period
because we
of time.
started.
Yeah.
We opened the trailer in 2021.
And we
And
were
then
in a
we-
restaurant
In
less than a year.
2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not only business partners, as we alluded to earlier, but you are life partners. And I can appreciate that. I worked very closely with my husband for a long time in TV news. Why was it important for you to build this company together as a married couple? And how has that shaped both your business and your relationship? That's a big question.
That's
Oh
a
yeah,
great
that is.
question.
We've never been asked that before.
Yeah, how
done
has
this
it
before,
shaped
huh?
both your business
Okay.
and your relationship? How long maybe were you together before this? Like maybe set it up a little
we've
bit.
been together since 2003. I'm sorry.
Okay.
2003.
So 23 years. We've been married for 15.
Yeah, it'll be 15 in July.
So as you grow this company and your relationship, what does that look like?
So
I don't think it would have survived if we did this from the beginning of our relationship.
No, because we were
Too
still like,
combative like that. But
yeah,
but
because I'm type A.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm more laid back.
I mean, I kind of see it right here, right now.
So
Yeah, and you're the introvert.
But he's talking a lot tonight.
Because he is.
Keep going.
And I'm the extrovert. So something
she's talking about in a public setting, not
in the
private.
public setting, not private. Like in private, one-on-one, he's very good.
Okay.
When there gets to be a ton of people, he's more reserved. So people tend to think he's mean. And he's not.
You're just Philly.
I'm actually more the mean one.
Hey.
So how do you make this work, and how has it grown?
So it's balance and understanding each other's like personality. So like so that I'm not dominating, like I don't want to dominate the conversation. So, I had to learn.
Lead.
Yeah, so I had to learn like
lead.
let him lead, and then depending on the situation or a function, if it's geared more towards like an area that I'm stronger in.
But we trust each other.
Based
and
on
I
your
know
background.
her.
That's based on my background.
I'll let her. And I kind of, and I do that throughout the company. I know how to delegate.
I feel like I see strategy over here and operations over here strongly, and that really goes well together. Is that?
I'm more strategic, I think.
Has he become more strategic over time
No,
and lean
I've
more?
always been
No,
been
he's strategic. I'm more.
She's more like.
I'm more process
You're more
driven.
process driven.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. I'm creative,
Yes.
and I'm kind of, I know how to put everything together as far as like,
free flowing, free
Yeah.
spirit.
And that feeds the strategy. The
Correct.
creativity feeds the strategy. So because you started as a food trailer and before growing to multiple locations, looking back to those early days, what are the biggest lessons you think you both learned that shaped how you run a business?
Communication, thought planning,
correct.
and then knowing when to pivot.
Tell me about knowing when to pivot, because it sounds like you had a really good sampling of your product with Columbus. So tell me a pivot story.
So I would say one of the pivot stories is when something like isn't working or you're not getting like the traction that you thought you would get. You gotta
do something different.
something
So we started
different.
a salmon cheesesteak, and we could have made it every day, but I told them only Tuesdays and Thursdays because that was our slowest days. So that made the traffic go up.
Okay. And so what
Something
happened
like
out
that.
of that? Yeah.
I mean, then when they got kind of used to it, we still have it at Bud Dairy and North Market every day. But that's why people still go there. But they always say when they come to Gahanna, oh, you only have it 1 or 2 days. I'm like, no, we have 5 days now. But in the beginning, just because it was slower, we would just do it 1 day a week to drive traffic.
Tell me about thought planning. You mentioned that as well. Is it really thinking out where you're going with product, or?
More so strategy, and because for her buying experience, she's forecasting a year ahead of time.
Okay.
So she brought all of that kind of to the business as far as we already have a 5-10 year plan. And we have mentors too.
And then from a social media, like even with like social media, just having to plan that out, like looking at the national holiday, like looking, at the festivals and like backtracking, like, okay, well, if the festivals are happening in the summer, I need to start filling out applications.
I got to order product.
Got to order.
So more
understanding like staffing needs.
All
and
of
that. Yeah. So
you talked earlier about Columbus being a big, small city. I'll simplify it that way. What ways are you guys giving back to the community that has embraced you? Because I've heard that you are. So that is part of your business, and how do you do it?
So one way that we're giving back to the community, I would say, is like just embracing like our culture and sharing our culture, like our Philly culture, like with Columbus. Because this is turning into more of like a melting pot, not as big as like New York. Like New York is a huge melting pot. And then also giving back with the kids.
I mean, just kind of the human being I am. I don't kind of brag on things, so I do a lot of stuff without. It's never on social media or.
What do you like to do in terms of giving back?
Hey,
That's not on social media.
Yeah, so it's wild. I'll go to the store. I saw some kids before looking like they were going to steal toys, like 6 of them. Just bought them all the water guns, told them to go. Spent like $100. All kind of things. We had an employee tragically killed at our place. He didn't have insurance, and we were just opening. We raised $20,000 for him for his family.
To help them with his funeral and whatnot.
And just to, for his kids.
For his kids.
I mean, there's been a ton of, we give water ice to kids, free events, we partner up. Oh, it's all kind of
You're
things.
You're influencing young people.
Yeah, we donate money, we donate goods. We raise goods when they thought the SNAP benefits were going to. We did a food giveaway. Yeah, it's tons of things we do.
We give gift cards. Like we have one customer in particular who rides for Pelotonia.
Yeah.
So every year, like we'll donate gift cards because he has a fundraising event. So again, and then another thing is like it doesn't always have to be monetary. So you put people in contact with one another, with business deals, community service projects. So
time, talent, and treasure, right? Yeah. All 3 things go to giving back.
Correct.
What does building community through food mean in practice for Marlowe's? And how do you create experiences that go beyond just serving a meal? We talked about volunteering, but I have this feeling that these experiences you create are also really important.
Yeah, it was. So we had to share our culture with the staff, and when we were more involved in day to day, it was really like every customer felt like they knew us. We always came out, asked them how they liked the food. And you'll probably get a ton of, when you get, this comes out and the response comes, you'll hear a ton of people say like, oh, everybody knows this, feels like they know us personally.
It's like cheers.
It's like, I
love it.
I can't go anywhere where.
They're not like, hey, Jamar.
They call me Marlow. That's my nickname.
They call you Marlow.
Yeah, that's my nickname.
Where did.
Jamar, so my family called me Mar. And then my friends start calling me Marlow.
So that's where Marlowe's comes from. Okay, I was going to ask that question.
My aunt and her husband was like, when we decided the name, they was like, why don't you just call it your nickname, Marlow? And I said, oh. And she said, yeah, that's it.
Sounds great.
And I didn't want to.
So people shout out Marlow when you see them around Columbus, and you have cultivated this community and grown this community. And now do we get a taste of Philly culture through this? Like, I mean, it's not just cheesesteak, it sounds like.
So we have the Eagles on every Sunday. So a lot of people from Philly transplants. It's an Eagle Club. I don't know when you go to the locations, every location has a mural of Philly icons. So we have Rocky, Kevin Hart, Will Smith,
LaBelle,
Kobe Bryant,
Eve.
Kobe at one. We have Bradley Cooper, Eve.
Yeah, you guys definitely have some names out of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Donna Staley at Bud Dairy. So yeah, we kind of do a Philly mural everywhere
I like that. And to your point that you had made, Shanika, we may not be New York, but the culture that we have and the people that are coming into the city of Columbus in Central Ohio, we do have a lot of people coming from different places becoming transplants. And so therefore you guys are taking a little bit of what you brought and sharing it with the rest of us.
Correct.
I love it. You've accomplished significant growth in just a few years through all of this. As you look ahead, what's next for Marlowe's, and what vision are you working toward over the next chapter of the business?
This comes out.
Food truck. It comes out in June.
Yeah, we got a food. It comes out in June, so we've been selected to be in the food hall
at the fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds.
State fair.
Oh,
they're going to reduce like the food trucks kind of, and have people more so go inside to the.
I love it. I know the state fair well because of what I do over there in the summer.
So they're building it now. So we'll be in there for this.
Yeah, it's the brand new thing, right? Yeah. You guys, that's going to be amazing in July.
Yeah, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
We have a food truck. So the food truck will be out. Festivals.
Exploring it.
We'll be at the Columbus Commons for the month of June.
Which is a huge hit.
Yeah, we'll be
Thursday.
trucks.
It's going to come there.
For the month of June.
Right now we're talking, exploring about another opportunity in the stadium to expand in the football.
Because you said you were at OSU,
we're already there, have a couple of them in there.
What section are you guys in
The greatest, right behind the bench at the 50. C19.
C819.
C819.
Yep, right
Okay.
behind the bench on the first level.
You have a lot of opportunities, and that is the beautiful thing about Columbus when there's something unique, different, interesting, and people are curious and love it. How do you determine, and this is a hard question for a lot of business owners, how do you determine when to say yes to something new versus when you stay focused and say no? How do you go about that as a small business and entrepreneurs?
That's a pretty good question.
And you're a small business with multiple locations, so this is hard.
So one thing that we did do, so when we had the Gahanna location and we wanted to see what it was like to have multiple locations going.
Strategic. We are strategic.
So that's how we did a pop-up inside Bud Dairy Food Hall because they have a hatch space.
They do, yes.
For 3 months.
So we did that for 3 months. So we used that as an opportunity to see what it would be like
to run multiple locations
at the same time.
So we got a taste of it. So we knew what we had to improve on and what kind of systems we needed in order to keep expanding. So when that happened, then I'm somebody that, I'm strategic, but I'm still going to just say, yes, the opportunity comes.
Because, it's knocking on the door. Let's go for it.
Yeah, and I'm like that, and she might be like, So
for you, is it the
pro and con?
So we brought our 74-year-old uncle in from Birmingham, Alabama, and he lives with us, and he runs Bud Dairy, and he cooks.
And they call him
every day.
They call him Unc.
And he's working 13-hour shifts over here.
I'm going to go visit Unc.
You got to go visit Unc.
I'm going to go visit Unc.
Uncle Levi, shout out to you.
So you really do pro and con it, and it sounds like you like testing and experimentation, and you can say yes to that sometimes because they're going to let you try something before you go all in.
Yeah,
I hear that a little bit in what you're saying, maybe.
It's with certain things we just go all in. I mean, I'm a poker player, so.
Yeah, he is.
All chips, all in.
Hey.
And then, then when we were given like the opportunity for the stadium, so it was more so like planning, like, okay, we knew it was event driven. So how many people do we need to have on the, at the stand so that we're not exhausted. So just laying it all out and then like learning like what games are going to be stronger than others and then like playing accordingly.
And this the other thing is life. In life, you can plan, but you never know what to really predict or what to do. So until you do it,
pivoting is key.
When you do it, you do it. So we still, we'll go for it, and then we figure things out as also.
You're surrounded by incredible food every day, from what I hear, and I'm going to find out soon from Unc. What's your personal go-to cheesesteak order, and has it changed since you started the business? I love this question.
She doesn't eat meat. So,
I don't eat beef anymore.
So I'm the cheesesteak guy.
Okay, well, I'm coming back to you in a second.
But I have two good ones.
Okay.
Well, what's my cheesesteak?
Yeah, what's your go-to cheesesteak order, and has it changed?
It has. Yes, it did.
No. Well, how did it change?
Is what happens.
Onions and spicy mustard. That's my sandwich.
Onions and spicy mustard.
I'm one of the few people in Philadelphia that likes spicy mustard, but I got half of Columbus eating cheesesteaks with spicy mustard because it's a Marlow's way.
That's amazing.
With hot peppers, well, go ahead. What did I change?
But before you were like either straight American or provolone.
Yeah.
And now you do the provolone and the whiz.
Yeah.
Whiz.
That's all.
Yeah. What were your two?
Okay. So
ketchup.
Yeah, so that's another
mayo.
thing. No mayo. I can't stand mayo or mustard. I'm a ketchup girl all day. Chicken.
Okay, yeah.
No cheese.
No cheese.
You know how many orders I got for free because they always mess their orders up?
It always had cheese.
She's so picky with all of her food.
I was like, no cheese
with this. Give me extra onions. No mayo. This and that. This on the side. And they used to always mess it up.
So you have to get chicken.
So I love when she orders.
You can pick cheese. So I would recommend white American or provolone.
Okay.
I do the onions, mushrooms, hot and sweet peppers. And you got to put ketchup.
Have to put ketchup.
Got to put ketchup.
Girl.
Ketchup does go on a cheesesteak.
No, it doesn't.
We could we would be here for much longer than we're
just
supposed
shot
to
a
be
video
here
about it.
to argue this point.
That's blasphemy.
A video's been shot about it?
Yes,
Your mom
it
does mayo and ketchup.
To be continued
Yes,
on that one. To be continued. You guys are the best.
TBC.
Success can look very different at different stages of life. And so I'm hearing you guys have been together 23, married for 15. It also looks very different at different stages of entrepreneurship. So if you could define success for you right now and you look at what you've created in Columbus, what would you say that is, both personally and professionally at this moment?
Success for me looked like that we didn't have to have another job, that this would sustain both of us. I learned also that gross doesn't mean anything really. It's what's left for you at the end, net profit, not gross. So that's also important. Net, correct. Not we gross $3 million, but if you only walk home with 100,000, what did it really mean? So that looked like success. And on another note, the fact that you can kind of control your hours. So the reason why, and I used to tell people this because the internet is like, it's the gift and the curse now.
True.
So when we were first starting operating the business, they'd be like, well, why do you close at 7? You know, it's so much opportunity and money. And sometimes I would answer. When I did answer every time, it would always bring a hush. And the reason was because our son is autistic and we value family over money. So we would close at 7 so we could be with our son. And once they kind of found that out, they would, it was a hush.
Quiet.
Yeah. But I love the fact that we can, kind of determine when we will kind of be open and closed and, kind of have control over, what our operations basically. So that's kind of what success looks like to me.
Shanika, how about you?
When having the ability to say yes and no and not feeling guilty about it. So I like, that there are times when I can say, nope, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. Being able to establish boundaries. Because, some people just think, this is all that you do. You don't have a life. You don't have anything else going on. And I had to learn it's okay to say no. So
that's an important lesson that some people never learn.
I love saying no. I'm the opposite. I taught her.
You will just say no. Done.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And I think though, as women, we tend to try to please, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, we'll do this. Yes, we'll help out. We'll do it all.
We can just do everything, and so
it can be a female problem sometimes. Yeah. No is no. No is one word to Jomar. So one of the reasons we have conversations like this is because we really believe that continued personal and professional development is one of the most valuable aspects as a leader in business. I would love to hear what's been influencing you lately. It could be a podcast, a book, a show, involvement in some kind of group. I would love to hear what's lighting you up lately.
Okay. Influencing for
you
business.
As a person, as in business, whatever it might be. And sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, those things meld together, right? Like, you have boundaries, but at the same time, you are your business and your business is you.
I would say completing the Goldman Sachs program was good for me. It was eye-opening. I met other entrepreneurs who are at different stages in their business, just hearing stories, sharing stories, and then learning new skill sets and ways to approach the business. Because sometimes we're always in it, and your focus is more narrow, and just learning how to step out of the business and look at it from through a different lens.
Okay.
So
the Goldman Sachs program really has influenced you. Got it.
Yep.
Jomar?
Influence? Nobody particular, but I know that my why was driving me is an end goal of something we can't speak on kind of right now. We had to tell you all kind of off of it, but it'll retire us, and we get some inspiration. I actually draw inspiration from, believe it or not, Cameron Mitchell.
Tell me more.
We met him. We were shocked to know he knew about us when we were first going to Bud Dairy.
That's how you know you're good.
They said that they tell the numbers every week, and they had to tell our numbers. And they was like, well, who's this kicking ass like this? So yeah, he's familiar, and
he likes the Marlow's way.
Yeah, he does, and we can lean on the president, David Miller, and Steve Weiss, and get asked questions, and on how to grow, expand. So we have them at a phone call. So that's pretty good.
So mentors and guides. Yeah. That's who influences you.
I would say Letha, and then I have to give a shout out to Letha Pugh. Who owns Bake Me Happy.
I love Letha and her wife. Oh my gosh.
Letha helped us get into the stadium.
She helped us get into the stadium.
Yep.
She's
because Bake Me Happy got in there. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Very committed to
Letha is a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yep, so
she is a great community person.
I would tell everybody to find you somebody that has more experience, or somebody that wants to where you aspire to be, and go talk to them. You'll find that a lot of people want to share information to people that they think are deserving of it. So
yep. I think you guys have shared a lot for people who are thinking about starting something like this and bringing their own flair to it. You brought your own culture to it. We'll forgive your 76ers hat. We might even embrace it, it sounds like, that he is wearing currently in the studios today. I will not. I will not. But thank you, Jomar and Shanika, just for your time and, being able to talk a little bit about how you made this happen and how you'll continue to grow. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Their story is powerful. We love telling it. Perseverance, partnership, community, faith, and how vision, hard work, and authenticity can really turn a small idea into a thriving brand. If you're listening and you want to try Marlow's cheesesteaks like I do, or you want to learn more, you can visit marlowscheesesteaks.com. That is MARLOWS cheesesteaks.com, or stop by one of their Columbus locations, including Gahanna, Bud Dairy, Food Hall, or North Market downtown. If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd love it if you would take a moment to rate it and review us on iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback helps us. People discover our show, we get new topics, and we keep delivering the stories that matter. CBuzz is brought to you in collaboration with Capital University. Thank you so much to their students, their faculty, and staff for their invaluable support in bringing this podcast to life. I'm Michaela Hunt, your host for CBuzz, the Columbus Chamber of Commerce's premier business podcast. We can't wait to talk to you next time.